Alright guys, today I thought we'd have a look at Graeme's 1970 Alfa GTV.
My name is Graeme White, and standing beside me is my 1970 1750 Alfa Romeo Series 2. It's a car that I've owned only for 12 months. It had been built by a father and son team as a fun club car together, so the car is not stock, it has a few modifications to it. Things like lowered suspension as Coney Sports rather than Coney Classics. It has a limited slip diff, and it also has a camber kit in the front. Previous to that, I have no idea of the history of the car. Only to say that I know that as a guess, it's probably had about 5 owners. And as a car for running around the Southern Highlands, it's lots of fun. It suits the area. It's only small, it's easy to park. I don't mind taking it out to the shops and parking it anywhere. It doesn't really matter. It's a runner, not a stunner. Or is it 10-foot car, as I mentioned earlier. The colour's original, the interior's not. It was actually a very expensive mod that the previous owner spent on it, which I'm very thankful for, which is actually rather nice. It's having a leather interior and white. So the colour combination is pretty. So from a distance, 10 feet, looks fabulous. Whether I keep the car long term, I don't know. Whether I keep the car as a resto mod or do it up as an original, the market will dictate that. So for the time being, I'm just going to use it and enjoy it.
Alright guys, well I'm sitting now in this 1970 Alfa GTV. It's a really nice, interesting little cabin to be in. There's interesting quirks of the day. Something that Graeme just brought up to me is when you're in 5th gear and the windscreen wipers are on, the gear lever and the windscreen wipers actually touch. The indicator stalk is one of the lightest, flimsiest little things. It feels like a piece of coat hanger wire that's just sort of loosely wrapped around the steering column. It's floor mounted pedals, very similar to a 911, and the gear knob is quite different, coming straight out of the dash as opposed to being on the floor like most other things you're used to. So anyway, let's get it started and see how it drives. Give it a little bit of go. Give it a few revs and handbrake off, and let's get rolling. Hey. So first impressions, steering wheel feels a long way away. And you can definitely feel the camber in the front suspension. I can definitely feel it pulling as I'm trying to turn the corner. Well, that very, very light indicator stalk is quite quirky. Definitely not fast. It's got a nice little revvy sounding engine, but it's definitely not a quick car. Nice placement for the pedals. I can heel toe quite nicely. Slow down here while I go in around a couple of little twisties. A little bit of body roll, but it still feels like quite a nice firm ride. It's just a fun little car. I'm so low to the ground. It feels like I'm like in an old Italian toy. Overall, it's it's a great fun little car. Considering I've owned one of these for 6 months now and never driven one. It's a fun little car. As I said, it's quite firm on the road. There's a bit of body roll there. I think it would be fun to learn to push its limits. You definitely would need to keep your momentum in this car. It's not fast by any means, but it's got a nice engine note and it's just nice and comfortable.